Good morning, guys. Listen,
Woo.
Thank you for being here with us today. We know we late, because y'all in my text messages and in my inbox talking about where are we?
Where are you?
We are here.
We are here.
We made it.
We made it.
We made it. Another day.
We need DJ Khaled here. Another day. We the best.
Another one.
Another one. What did he just do it?
Another one.
We just want to go ahead and say that this is Mike's fault. Just like there's a such thing as surviving R. Kelly, there's a such thing as surviving Mike, the technician.
I'm not doing this with
the
you.
The sound engineer.
I'm not doing
Thank you, Mike, for this glorious morning.
Right. Good morning, Denise, Maurice, Tawana. Go ahead. Yes, bring Kiana Jones in.
Good morning.
Yes. Please bring my mother in because I know she's wondering where's
mother.
Yes, mother.
Where's my mother?
Mother. Right. Where's
your
mama? Where's your mama?
Girl.
Yes. But good morning. If you are just joining us, we are Beautyish Radio, and we tune in every Thursday at 10 a.m. and this is not your grandmama's podcast.
Not necessarily today.
Right.
Technical difficulties, y'all.
We're a little, it's just one of those mornings.
Yes,
it's just one of those mornings. We're going to talk about that. But, so this is Beautyish Radio, where we talk about beauty, business.
And all that is.
I love it. Yes, so we are here for another day with you guys, and I am Joy M. Hutton, founder of On The Go Glam.
And I am Lydia Evans, founder of SW&G Essentials.
Yes, my boo.
That's boo right there.
Hey, girl.
Boo girls.
Look at that little
I'm trying to sneak some
guys.
cheese. I dressed up for y'all today. I never do that.
She know.
I'm a hoodie girl.
Right.
Clearly.
Right. She got a little polka dots, a little heart earrings.
I got little heart earrings on. Joy said, you must feel like you're in the mood for love.
Right. Are you ready to love?
Fucking not.
You ready to love?
Hell no, I ain't ready to love.
She's so full of it.
Love don't work for me.
I'm not doing
love
this
is so
for her
hard.
today.
We'll talk about it later.
I'm not doing this. Good morning, Dee Dee. Yes, I'm not messing with Lydia.
But I am cute today, though.
You are cute.
Well, say that. Shit.
I did.
You know what I
mean? See? But what about me? You don't like
my
sweater?
You are fabulous
you don't like my
furry
sweater?
and fluffy.
I am furry and fluffy like Gigi.
Do your shoes match?
No. They don't have fur on it. Just some little booties.
You just a pop of fur. And I got my, Dots McGee.
Yeah, she's so cute. I
you
love
like
it.
that? But
I
still
love
got
when
my
she
weed necklace
dresses
on underneath here. You know that, right?
I know you do.
Don't
I know you do.
Because see, I'm invested in that business.
You are.
I am invested in that business as a hemp soap maker. So yeah,
hemp soap maker. Look, Lydia.
And I am invested in the cannabis industry. So yeah,
she is.
I do. I'm well vested.
She's the mad scientist over here. Okay?
I'm all about ingredients.
You are. Listen, y'all. She created an edge control.
I did. Oh, I had some on, but because I couldn't lay my fro down,
some from a little edge pieces over
But I don't put too much though, because I don't want to look like Janet Jackson. I don't have that kind of thing going on. But some people like that.
Yeah, some people like to lay the edges down on their face.
They like that Jackson thing.
What was that?
I have to do my own sound effects. If y'all been tuning in, y'all know Mike ain't shit. And I got to do my own sound effects.
Work, Lydia, work.
That's it, Dee Dee.
What's the emoji? The hand. There it is, the hand. Yes. So, it's a good day in the neighborhood.
It's a good day. See, she got the comments facing that way, so I can't even see. She over here just comment hoarding, just getting all the good comments. Because I don't know how to work 2 devices at once. So.
She can't multitask, y'all. Okay, listen. Okay. Yes, JoJo is back today, y'all. The fro is back. You know, I gave y'all that forehead action for about 3 weeks, but
you did serve the forehead.
But see why I wear the bangs? Because the forehead just don't be working out for me.
But you're cute in any style.
The forehead though. I got that Kerry Washington forehead.
Yeah. No.
Oh, she gonna say yeah. She gonna agree with me.
I mean, I got a little round head, so hey. But you know, I don't give a shit though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean? You don't. But you could rock any style. She's got the little button nose.
Do I have a button nose? Looking like my mama?
Looking like
my mama.
Looking like Joan.
Just Joan. I am very Joan today.
Yes.
It's this.
Naya's on.
Hey, Naya, boo.
Naya, good morning, boo. Hey, Shanika.
We need a rachata just a sound effect for her whenever she come on. It's just rachata.
Just for Naya.
Just for Naya.
Yes.
Okay, so we
I know, right?
Because we in here just having casual chat. Hell, y'all are like, when did we get to the beauty?
Right.
The beauty
all right,
brain?
Because you know we're going to cut you off at
did
the
we
10-minute mark.
Yet?
We did.
Okay.
You know we're going to cut you off at that 10-minute mark. You know, because you got to go to YouTube.
That was her idea.
No, it's not. Why she always blaming me? All right. We know what y'all here for. Listen, the beauty of the week.
Let's go ahead.
Get to that.
Go
beauty
ahead.
of the week because we effing around this morning.
We really are.
All right. Look at that. Rebel Wilson. Okay, if you don't know her, she is an Australian. She is an Australian actress, philanthropist, comedian. Like, Rebel is, I love her.
I do too.
Like, I could see me and Rebel being best friends.
Mike, know how I feel about that. We got to talk about the transitions,
Lydia
Mike.
was trying to get some
cheese. Because we got cheese today with our
morning juice. Look, I'm not messing with her. Okay,
back
so
to Rebel, because you
Wilson,
threw that, you pushed that throwback picture because Rebel's not like that size no more.
No,
Rebel's
but that
one
was
half of that size.
But she looked good in that. I wanted to pull up like
she's
a glamour shot of her. Yeah, she is, and she's hilarious
and rebellious.
She is. Her
mama
name
named
fits
her right.
Her.
Yes.
She's Australian. I just love hearing her talk. She just with that Australian accent. Just I'm not even gonna try to.
Yeah, I love her.
Emulate her right now. But
I think that's a great.
So we love her. Yes, she's been on a weight loss journey, but she looks fabulous. And one of the things that she said is, I'm not doing this for y'all. She's like, y'all said I need to lose weight, but I'm not doing this for the public. I'm doing this for me because I want to feel healthy. It's not about getting down to a size 0 because she's still thick.
She is.
She's still thick.
She is still thick.
Sometimes people just lose too much weight. It's like your face looking all.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Everybody's not meant to be a size 0 or 2 or whatever. Just you want to feel healthy.
We talked about that earlier.
You want to feel healthy.
I said when I was a 9, I looked gaunt. Yeah. My mom grabbed me by the face. She turned my face left and right. She was like, "The hell is wrong with you?" I said, "What is it, mother?" She said, "Why are you looking like that?" I said, "I don't know."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I love Rebel. We like to feature different people for our beauty of the week, and and today, we're talking about, the title of our show today is "It Was All a Dream."
It was all a dream.
It was all a dream.
I used to read Word Up magazine.
Yeah, y'all remember Word Up magazine?
And Heavy D up in the limousine. Hey, I know all the lyrics to that song.
So you should have had your hoodie on today.
When we do karaoke next time, I'm gonna do that. It was all a dream.
Yes. So we're talking about where we started in our journey, and as entrepreneurs, because it ain't all glitz and glam. It's been a rough start to get to where we wanted to be. I have 2 businesses. Lydia has multiple things going on.
Just things.
Yes.
I don't even have businesses. I just have things going on.
She got businesses too.
That's so fucked up.
She got businesses too.
I ain't got no business. I ain't got no job.
She got a business.
I'm here. I'm stand-in. I'm a seat filler. Y'all know what a seat filler is? That's the people that they just put in to fill the seats at the award ceremony. So when the camera pans across.
I've been a seat filler before.
I know. You was telling me about that. You also told me
I was sitting right next to Bono.
Do Elmo, please.
I'm not doing that.
Oh,
you're not about to do that to me.
Damn.
See how So guys, one of my aspiring careers is to be a voiceover actor.
This girl can do Elmo. She freaked me out on the phone.
But I'm not gonna do that for you guys today. Do you see how she's trying to embarrass me?
That's not embarrassing.
This is all over. People in China and all over are watching our podcast or listening.
And they like Elmo. They like Elmo.
I'm not doing that.
Listen, she went from the voice you're listening to now to Emma. I said, oh my God. I literally was on the phone with my jaw just dropped. I was like, the fuck? I said, Joy, I've known you 6 years. I never knew you knew how to do that. She
I
was
can
like,
do all types.
I
of
can
voices.
do it a lot of voices. I was like, who? She was like, you name it, I can do it. I was like, see, that's why I have her on here. This is why this work, because y'all need to know this. No, hell no. Y'all
I'm
need to
just
know
here
this.
for
There's somebody
entertainment
inside of
purposes
this
only,
woman.
so she can laugh at me. That's what it's about. Lydia just laughs at
I was
me.
scarred.
I had my bonnet on last night, y'all. We were talking on FaceTime. She called me rerun.
Maybe will you do Elmo maybe later in the show? Maybe. Maybe if they log on to the YouTube and look at it.
No, if they log on to the YouTube.
Okay, if they do that, all right. Well, then y'all gonna catch her doing Elmo on YouTube.
No,
you got
you
to.
won't.
No, you have to. You have to see this shit. This is amazing.
You're not gonna see it today or any other day.
They might though.
I don't think so.
They could.
It's not. Wait, here's your mom. She said, "Do it, do
Oh,
it."
that's
Wait,
it.
here's your
Hey,
mama.
mama. I was
Hey,
wondering because you
mama.
strand me because my mama,
Yes.
Miss Denise, is always on here every week. Mother, if you're
Right.
listening,
If
shout
you're
out to
listening.
Mama Joan. I love
Yes.
her so much. I wouldn't
Shout
be here if it
out.
wasn't
I
for
love
Mama.
her so much. I love
such a sweet
Lydia's
lady.
parents. I'm in the family. I put
You
myself
are in
in
the
the
family.
Yeah.
You are.
I am.
You're like an honorary kinfolk.
I am. I'm an honorary Evans. Joy Hutton Evans.
That's it. And I'm a whole Hutton.
Right. You are.
Fucking Hutton.
We
Just-
are family. So yeah, let's talk about where we started. I think it's so easy to talk about all the good things, in business.
Mhm.
But people don't see the ugly parts,
Mm-hmm.
and they just think that, oh, she's doing this, she's doing that. It just happened overnight. No, it didn't happen overnight. And I think to talk about the ugly parts of business, of starting a business, and just where you are in general is important because people don't just always want to see the good. They want to know that you're real.
So let me ask you a few questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so which business, because you have multiple businesses, which one would you like to discuss today? Joy of Consulting or On the Go Glam?
We can talk about Joy of we can talk about Joy of Consulting today.
Because they're two different animals.
Yeah,
okay.
they are two different
So we might have to
animals.
do two parts of this.
Yes.
Okay.
we
So
can
I
do
think it's
two
kind of
parts.
neato because then I want to
Yeah.
interview you and ask you some things.
Okay.
Okay, so how long have you been operating Joy of Consulting?
5 years.
Wow,
Mhm.
Joy.
I know. Cheers,
Cheers to
right?
that.
I know.
Every day is a monumental
You
moment.
didn't drink. You didn't drink.
You see, now she's doing me. Boy, it's contagious. I tell you. Okay, but so you didn't tell me that 5 years. Like what month?
March.
Mine too.
Yeah.
I was March 5th when I found my
Yeah.
LLC. What about
March
you?
28th.
Oh,
Yes.
It's like a birthday.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's
like
like
being
a birthday.
born.
Yeah,
You turn into this animal beast
you do.
that's just willing to jump out of a damn parachute and
Yeah.
and build a soft cushiony bed on the way
Yes.
down
Yeah.
and hope the hell you land on it.
Listen.
You know what I mean?
Okay, because sometimes that bed feels hard.
Yeah, that bed is hard sometimes and it grows you. So like when I know we talked about before, just in organically, how you started Joy of Consulting, why? Because you like to help entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
But in the consulting business, because the way it's set up, do you find it to be a business that's hard to stand out in because everybody and their mama and daddy want to just stick consulting behind their name?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah. I in the beginning I did, and I had to find my sweet spot because how I actually came to the consulting, I was working at a company, and I was like, listen, I'm about at my wit's end. I'm either going to jail or I'm going to get fired. So I was like, I'm going to have to exit stage left.
Yeah.
And so I did, and I quit my job without having a job lined up, which I don't necessarily recommend.
Yeah.
But
I did that too, though.
did. I was married at the time, and thought I had the support of my ex, and so we talked about it. And so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna do this, but I wasn't planning to actually start a business.
Yeah.
I had just finished my master's degree and my master's in public administration. I was like, I'll go work for the government because I'm a change agent, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to impact change on a lot of a lot of different levels. And so that was what I wanted to do. And so education reform at the time was something I was interested in.
Yeah.
But I wasn't finding a job. And I've never, Lydia, had a problem finding a job.
Yeah.
And so I think God was like, nope.
Pushing you.
Yep. He was like, nope, closing this door, closing this door, closing this door. And then, I had about 3 people tell me, because I was doing some freelance work for some organizations at the time, some nonprofits. And they were like, why don't you just start your own business? She over here trying to sneak in cheese.
Yeah, right. I'm over saying ass in this cheese. Listen, and it's so good. Okay.
And so, right, Mike, get a Mike.
No,
Right,
Mike,
right.
see.
Right.
I fucking hate him. If they didn't assign him to us.
Right. You love Mike.
I wouldn't have picked him.
You love Mike. She loves you, Mike.
Like, just every time. And I mean, he did exactly what you said.
Mm-hmm.
He just paying it right back, like, look, get your
He's
ass,
like,
eat some cheese.
Get in the cheese.
Right.
Or the cheese pieces.
Oh.
So, yeah, I was like, you know what? Consulting wasn't my idea of entrepreneurship. But I was like, why not? I can take my skills and put them to work because my idea of being an entrepreneur is to start a wine bar.
Right.
And so I was like, this is what I want to do. And I had that dream since 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a deferred dream because when I was married, it was something that was put off. And I was like, well, at some point I'll do it. And I thought I would have been able to do it sooner,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't happen. So it's all good, because it's still going to happen. That wine bar is still going to happen.
Right.
And, so I literally sat down and I was like, okay, if I'm going to do this consulting thing, since I'm already doing some freelance work, let me see how this is going to work out. So I wrote a list of all the things that I could do, and then I crossed the things out that I didn't want to do. And then, that's how I formed my consulting firm.
Wow.
And I started, I'll never forget. I was at the Texas Black Expo. I had set up my little booth. I thought I was all, I know, right? Oh,
I would have loved to meet you back in those days.
I know.
I wish we knew each other even before the businesses and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, we'd have been best Judies.
We would have,
Yeah.
but we still are.
Yeah, we are best.
We still are.
Judies.
We are best Judies. Yeah. So I remember this guy came over to my table and he was a consultant and he's like, you're thinking small, and I was like, damn,
Right.
Like, because I think on my little sign, I have my little rolling banner. You go to these expos and you're
be
just
so serious
like,
about it.
I have my whole tablecloth,
Cards.
everything. I thought I was just
Pins.
right,
Right.
pins,
Yeah.
right. I had the
Right.
pins,
Right.
Joy of consulting,
Beer koozies
right.
and shit.
And
Right.
so I just thought I had like this amazing display. And so I think I said on my rolling banner, it said I serve nonprofit, small businesses, and sole proprietors.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, you working with the small fish.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, how people just come up to you and just pop your little
Pop your
bubble.
whole shit.
And I'm like, damn, like really? And
Who
so,
was he? Do you know him?
yeah, I ain't gonna say his name, no, but
What
he
did it
not
rhyme
gonna-
with?
Right.
I got some names. Y'all wait till I drop this book. Whoa!
Right. Well,
I
listen.
gotta talk
Yeah, we
to
gotta talk
somebody.
about.
I'm
Yes,
gonna be.
we're gonna talk about this book, y'all.
That book gonna be
So-
hot.
But yeah, and so, however, he was right though, Lydia.
What his name
unfortunately.
rhyme with?
We not. He had the same last name as me.
If his name is
before-
Michael, just say Michael.
Before, no,
Oh,
is
okay.
it?
His name is Bart, just say Bart.
See how she messy.
If his
And we
name
not
is
gonna do
Boris,
that.
just say Norris.
I tell you offline.
Oh, come on.
So anyway, but he was right, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you still can't work with those entities, but I realized that I was thinking small.
Right.
And I was not thinking big. And we've talked about this before in terms of, when you start a business, you have to think about how are you going to scale?
Right,
How are
absolutely.
you going to make this bigger? I didn't just want to work in Houston. I want to be international.
Yeah.
And so I did have to change my mentality after
Yeah.
a certain point. So to answer your original question about, how to stand out from these other consultants, I had to change my mindset.
Right.
And so, yes, small business doesn't necessarily mean small because I still work with small businesses, but I scaled to working with government entities and corporations and the hospitality industry, and then expanding my network outside of Houston. So that's kind of what set me apart. Like 98% of my clients are outside of Houston, believe it or not. Because people are always like, oh, who do you work with in Houston? Nobody. You know,
because they want referrals. They want to be
and
able
I'm
to,
like, I
you know,
don't really
yeah.
work with people in Houston, and so I sought
Why is
business
that though?
I honestly, Lydia, wasn't finding, like, people weren't trying to work with me in Houston.
Yeah. When you say trying to, you mean like as far as afford your services, or you mean as far as they just
patronizing my
cliquishness?
business? Yeah, the cliquishness.
Cliquishness much, huh?
Yeah, and so I found that, and I was like,
Not in Houston.
But see, the thing with me, and this is probably a whole other podcast, is I am a nonconformist.
Yes, absolutely.
So I don't fit in. I don't check other people's boxes. I don't fit into other people's circles and what have you. I, run to the beat of my own drum.
You know what I found about you? I think but that's why you have a multitude of circles. Because I think when people first meet you, they feel like that, and then you shock them because then all of a sudden you're over here with a whole completely different type of personality and circle over here. And then it shocks them, and then they're left kind of speechless, like, oh, I thought she was this. Like when you were married, they thought they were going to put you in a housewife bubble. And
I'm like,
and
you're
like,
not me.
No.
Right. I'm a businesswoman.
And then when you started being more social, then they thought they were just going to put you in the pretty little socialite bubble.
Yeah.
And you were like, no.
Exactly.
And you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Golly.
we got to cover you too.
Yeah, we'll do me another time.
No.
Back to you.
Why?
This is amazing. These are the opportunities I don't get to get.
Right. So, yeah, I just didn't want to be put in a bubble. And so, but yeah, I sought clients on different freelance sites and what have you, because I was like, why am I not getting a lot of business in Houston? But I realized it's because I wasn't in certain circles, and I wasn't going to bend to certain rules and what have you.
Yeah.
But
I've been there. I get that.
But it's okay.
No, it's definitely okay. You
because
go through it at first.
I figured out another way.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
But okay, so then now let's talk about is starting your entrepreneurship journey and then relationships.
Yeah.
Did you find that the nature of your relationship, because I've had struggles as a entrepreneur and relationships. Did you find that the dynamic of your relationship shifted when you became an entrepreneur?
Absolutely.
Or do you? Okay.
And so I was married when I became an entrepreneur, and we talked about me going onto this path. And at the time, I felt like I had the support. But when someone doesn't understand the ebbs and flows of entrepreneurship, then it becomes a little complicated, because it's like, oh, so you're making money this month, and next month I might not be making no money, and so it takes a particular person to have the level of support that you need as an entrepreneur, because it can get, it can get complicated.
Someone told me that entrepreneurs belong together, and then I've had other people tell me an entrepreneur should date someone who's not an entrepreneur, because entrepreneurs have to work like 55,000 times harder because you wear so many hats that it's hard to balance a relationship with someone who's non-entrepreneur. It's hard to balance a relationship with someone who is entrepreneurial like you. You don't have any time together.
Yeah.
But then I found that sometimes I feel so lonely in relationships with people who don't understand what you truly do go through it. And after a while, a person telling you I understand isn't enough.
Yeah.
Because it's like, for a fact they don't understand.
Exactly.
And you're looking for an empathy that you're not going to get out of that person fully, in totality.
You
and
really
you really
need
want another
understand.
entrepreneur to come in and just kind of tell you what they did, or what trial and error they did, or babe, no problem, let me call this person, see if I can connect you to that person, or whatever. Because as entrepreneurs, you make all these connections, navigating the whole journey. So,
and it takes an emotional, mental toll on you, because when you are having, like, say you're having a down month, because for me, like, I want to contribute.
Absolutely.
And if I'm having a bad month, that plays on my psyche. So and then if you making me feel bad about it on top of that.
Yeah.
That's
and a lack of understanding.
Right. A lack of
the fact that I already feel like shit.
Right.
That I'm not making money. Then you constantly reminding me. I haven't so much had that issue in relationships, but I have had my life it can be high stress. And so I've had that sometimes I want to be like, you're so lucky to not have to deal with everything.
Yeah, but then,
but I can't say that because that feels so personal and so it feels like an attack. But I have found that it has been difficult.
Yeah.
To be in a relationship, and because I also feel like you're in your business, you're in a relationship with it. So that is the other man or other woman in your relationship.
I think for me, though, I found that it is easier to date another entrepreneur because they understand. However, that gets complicated, too.
Yeah, because y'all both with
like
ups
you
and
said,
downs.
we're both hustling. So it's like, do you date someone that's more established or at the same level or higher than you?
Right.
That is a conversation for another day. Right. But I think for me, it's the support. The unconditional support, the unwavering support for me. Yeah. Because it is stressful and you're grinding and you're still trying to give of yourself here. You're giving of yourself there. Yep. And you're stretched. And I don't have kids. So just imagining like people who are entrepreneurs who have children. Yeah. I mean, I have a dog. Gigi is my baby. But,
it's a fur kid.
But yeah.
A dog child.
So,
I'm sorry. The cheese and the champagne is giving me the blues. I'm over here trying to hold in belches and you know what I mean. And then I don't want it to come out like a cough because everybody gonna look at me like,
she got
COVID.
Right.
So I'm just over here suffering through it. I do realize that cheese and champagne at 10 a.m. in the morning is not a good goddamn idea. So with that being said, if I belch on this camera, y'all forgive me because I've been over here just and I've been trying to keep it from hitting the microphone. Because I've been like, oh God. So I kind of backed up. That's why for a minute when you were talking, I just leaned back. I was like, ooh, I'm about to belch. So, okay.
Hey, we're real people.
But I'm better now.
We're real people. Are you okay?
Girl, I'll never do it again. Just champ from here on out. Because I wanted to put something on my belly because I didn't have no breakfast. But
not cheese.
Clearly. Clearly not cheese.
God.
Is he over there laughing?
Mike is laughing.
You can't not laugh.
Okay.
You are on the clock.
We're going to get, because I know y'all want to learn about Lydia too, but clearly that's part 2 of I Have a Dream.
No, part 2 is the other part of your other business.
But it was all a dream.
No, I have a dream. That's it. That's it. I have a dream.
I got a dream too. I do have dreams.
That every young boy and girl?
Yeah, every young. That I'm going to have my husband in 2021. That's what I'm claiming.
I believe that you will have your husband in 2021. I think you'll have beyond a husband because a husband is just a semi-husband.
Well, that's
and you don't
true.
need no semi. You have no semis. You don't need no more semis, no quasis.
Equally yoked.
You need a fully yoked. Oh, the yokes.
Equally yoked.
One time for an equally yoked relationship.
That's right.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. And one time for this girl shut up because we running out of time.
We are running out of time.
All right, so we're gonna talk about a situation. We're doing kind of an ungirl shut up today because this has been a topic that's been trending, and you will see as soon as we pop this picture of what we're talking about.
Oh.
Yes.
That's our
Tessica Riley Brown Johnson. Tessica is her first name. I may not be getting her first name.
Tessica.
Yes.
It's like Jessica.
Yes, Tessica.
Yeah.
So
her daddy name probably was Terry.
Terry and Jessica, right. They got together and made Tessica. Okay, well, Tessica made a mess of her hair. She put Gorilla Glue hairspray on her hair, and the didn't come out.
No, the ish didn't come out.
Right. So,
but I feel so bad for her.
I do too.
I don't want to ridicule her.
That's why we're not doing a girl shut up today because
she's a sister.
At first it was funny, but then this has become really sad, y'all. Like the girl is in pain.
Yeah. I don't even know if for you and I it was even funny because I don't even think we laughed about it.
Right.
I think it was just shock.
Yeah.
It was puzzling. It was bamboozling. Yeah. It was like, how did she? Everything led to a question. Yes. But what made her think? Why would she?
Why?
Who thought?
Yeah.
She ain't got no friend. I mean, it was just, it was a rabbit hole.
Right.
But understanding her sincerity and her plight of what she's going through.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for her.
I feel bad. And this woman is 40 years old.
And then this is like
that was the shocking part for me too.
It's
that
a crown.
40 years old.
Our hair is our crown.
Yeah.
And it's like, even though, people talk about how black women, we'll slap some hair in our head. Mm-hmm. We will press it. We will relax it. We will dye it. We will do all kinds of stuff to it.
Yeah.
We'll lay the edges, by the way. Shout out to Slade Edge Control by Tony Logan.
Control, right.
Available on swagessentials.com. Shameless plug.
Right.
But it's still our crown because of the
Yeah.
lineage we come from is so king and queen.
Yes.
So that's two things we love. And so anybody watching this needs to understand it's about my people.
Right.
We like jewelry, jewelry,
Jewelry.
and we like our hadid. This
Right.
it comes with our culture.
Yeah,
We can't.
yeah.
You can't change it. We didn't. It ain't nothing you're doing. It ain't nothing you ain't doing.
Right.
We need a whole crown with like a king and a queen.
Yeah.
We come from just Africa.
Right.
So I felt that portion of me feels so bad for her because I know
Yeah.
like she's gonna have severe damage.
She is.
So it's one thing to wear wigs because you want to wear a protective style or you just
Yeah.
want to switch your look up. And I think every single woman should be able to do that without ridicule. Let me say
Exactly.
that again.
Right.
Every single woman should be able to change her hair
Absolutely.
however she feels without ridicule. But I do also understand there's this femininity and
Yeah.
there's this womanness and this womanhood that comes with your crown.
Yeah.
And for that to be stripped away from her, literally and figuratively, my heart bleeds for her.
It does.
Because there's no more just pull the wig off. Then now you have to face the damage of a foolish mistake that you
Right.
made. So we don't want to necessarily give her
Yeah,
a girl
we're not
shut up.
giving a girl
We do
shut
want to
up.
send her lots of love,
Yeah.
compassion, because we need more of that
Yes,
amongst each
we
other
do.
instead of being so quick to ridicule each other. Like we have never made a mistake our damn self.
Hello.
You got a whole man in your house that's a mistake right now. You got a couple kids that's a mistake right now.
Oh, wait a minute.
You know what I mean? You got a couple business deals. This shit was a mistake.
Right. Exactly.
Jessica's
That
entitled
part.
to make a damn mistake.
She
So
is.
we're not going to give her a girl shit up, but we're going to send her, like I said, lots of love, lots of
Yeah.
compassion, lots of sisterhood, wrap our arms around her. Now, if she's a fraud, hey, that's on her. But
Yeah.
if she's legit with this and this is
Yeah.
sincerely something that she made a foolish mistake, my heart pours out for her.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, guys, you know where to reach us.
You know how to get to us.
We're on YouTube.
That's it.
On
Because you're
the
going to learn
YouTube.
today.
Right. On the YouTube. If you're watching us right now,
On the
you're probably
YouTube.
watching us on the YouTube.
On the YouTube.
You found us
That's
by
like
searching Beautyish
When the
Radio. I
foreigners
think
go to
we're
Davenport,
popping
they
up
say,
now.
on the Davenport.
Right, on the
I'm
Davenport.
at the Davenport.
But I think we're popping up now when people search Beautyish Radio.
Oh, yeah, because
Yes.
before another company that has a close name to ours
Yeah.
comes up. So you have to be very, very, very mindful when you click on the link so that you don't go to the other. I think they're
Yeah.
like a gift box company or a subscription box
Yeah.
service or something like they do like unboxing.
Yeah.
That's not us, although I think
Yeah.
what they're doing is a great initiative. You have to make sure it's beauty-ish.
Beautyish
Radio.
Radio. And if you go to the link in our bio on Instagram, which you should be following us on there as well, official Beautyish, then we will, direct you right to our YouTube page. So follow us there, guys. If you want to be a guest, you want to be a sponsor, or if you want to advertise with us, email us at hello@beautyish.com.
Yep.
And as always, we're back with you every Thursday at 10 a.m. Central.
10 a.m.
And we love y'all. Thank you for your
Like
support.
cook food.
And we'll see you next week.
Blocka, blocka, blocka. We need to go to Jamaica.
We do.